Hey, it is Wednesday, July 26th. We're on the ground filming More Than Cars Episode 3 in Buffalo, New York, actually East Aurora, but we have to talk about the fact that the Bolt is back, baby.
Everywhere I go,
The Bolt's back, baby. I feel like a sports commentator.
It's like it's constant whiplash in our world, right? It's like, we're gonna put this thing back in its place.
Yeah. Oh, right. So yesterday, we'll talk about first. We are on site filming episode 3 of More Than Cars. Episode 2 is in the can, actually almost done editing. We're going to release that probably in a week or two. So stay tuned. You can go to morethancars.tv and see episode 1, the pilot episode, for free. And so we're in East Aurora. We're outside. There's people eating breakfast. Kyle wishes he was eating second breakfast right now.
I need second breakfast bad. We've been up since 4 o'clock. It's a thing.
We have been. And so we're bringing the show to you live from East Aurora at some bakery. That's amazing. You'll see it. You'll hear about it. But follow along on Instagram today. Yes. So you go to Instagram, follow, what is it? Automotive State of the Union, right? Or if you search ASOTU, you'll find it. We got stories being posted. Our brand new shiny media director, community, Jordan Cox, whatever title we
got
gave
a whole
him.
title. It's long.
He's sitting right over there, but he's going to be posting to Instagram all day. We might even do a live or two. And so you can join us there. But we're on the run. We have a call sheet to keep. We have a whole production team in town. So we're going to get right to the news. So a little bit of whiplash today. Yesterday, we talked about GM's massive earnings increase and their ability to cut spending. A couple weeks ago, they said they're going to stop making the Bolt. The most popular sucker's gone. Well, after announcing it would be discontinued back in April, General Motors surprised the industry with plans for a next generation Chevy Bolt.
Can we roll that episode back at some point? Because I think I was like, I don't know if it's actually going to go away.
Yeah, they're like, this thing everyone loves, we're going to cancel that. So the new model utilized GM's Ultium battery platform. So they're upgrading the battery technology, showing a promising future for the company's electric vehicle lineup with the Bolt. Now, all of a sudden, it seems like the front runner.
Right.
Been talking about Silverado and the Blazer. But the Bolt, yesterday, CEO Mary Barra touted the success of the Bolt, saying, quote, "Our customers love the Bolt. It's been delivering record sales and some of the highest customer satisfaction and loyalty scores in the industry. Another great reason to cancel a car or not. It's also an important source of conquest sales. People came to Chevy because of the Bolt." She also announced that it'll be produced on an accelerated timeline, and the speed, because it's an existing model, they already got a lot of stuff figured out as opposed to a new one.
R&D is there.
It makes a lot of financial sense as well. So she called it very capital efficient.
Yes.
Quick way to build on the consumer response. She said, frankly, I'm super excited about it.
I love it. After it's like 3 weeks later, we'll bring this thing back. It's going to be super efficient. It's going to be easy to get to market. It's going to be a cost efficient vehicle for customers. I think they knew. My only comment on this is CarPlay.
All right, well, let's just move on to the next one then. Let's have to answer that one anyway.
We're going to have to answer that one. Hey, the job market is continuing to stay strong, if you didn't know that, and slowing inflation. Both of those are actually contributing to what has now been reported as the highest consumer confidence in 2 years.
Good night.
The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index for July hit 117. It's the highest level in 2 years. They released the data yesterday morning, and on Tuesday, one of the really key things, one of the key questions in this survey is the jobs that are hard to find. Like, are jobs hard to find? In June, the number was 12.6% of people said jobs are hard to find. Just this month, only 9.7%.
That's a pretty big drop.
So 3% less of
that's a 30% drop, though.
Yeah, said it's not hard to find jobs. Jefferies, the U.S. economist Thomas Simons wrote Tuesday. He said the data today continues to show that the Fed's job is very tough. There are storm clouds on the horizon, but until the consumer sees a material decline in labor market conditions, conditions, it seems that they are going to remain optimistic. So good outlook for consumers overall. And I think we're seeing that in the auto industry firsthand.
And what's that? I guess we're talking about the Fed's tough job. Like, what's that going to do with interest rates? When spending slows down and consumer confidence drops, the Fed, it's an indicator that the steps that they're taking to slow inflation are working. But does this mean inflation is going to be on the increase again? I don't know. I think if we look at the used car market, we talked about this yesterday, and it's been a topic of conversation. the used car market is showing signs of strength again, meaning prices are going to start going up again, and they're going to continue to be strong. I think a lot of that ties to this consumer confidence.
Yeah, I said yesterday in a conversation that, trying to predict what's going to happen 1, 2, 3 months from now with consumers, with interest rates, with even, like you said, used car pricing, it's almost impossible because all of the signals have said, hey, this is going to change the way that inflation happens, but consumers are still confident. And this story shares that as well. And so I think as an auto dealer, as someone that's looking at your pricing or your used car acquisition strategy, it's just stay close to the data, stay close to the news, and don't try and predict too far into the future. Keep a really tight turn and understand what your inventory is doing over a 7-day period, not a 14 or 1 month period, because that's what's going to allow you to stay really dialed in.
We were just interviewing for the show the president owner of the Western Auto Group, Scott Beeler, and he said he's been really surprised over the last couple of years on how consumers have just accepted that a car payment's going to be a good bit higher. Right. He said back in the day, pre-COVID, he goes, if the payment was going up $50, we got all kinds of pushback, right? And you realize it's going to be a hardship. He said now payments are $150, $250, $300 more, and you kind of get the people like, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the name of the game. Look, we already told you we are running and gunning today. Follow along on Instagram, Asodu Automotive State of the Union, and on LinkedIn. You should follow us on LinkedIn because we're going to take you with us on this trip inside dealerships at the front lines. Regardless, we'll see you tomorrow.
Keep